People already know I want English. We'll see if we can have this need to be stopped immediately.
Take a look at this.
Lose?
This recipe looks real tasty.
Scout ship setting sail.
Crabs are amazing, right?
Oh yeah! They're delicious boiled or grilled. Even their innards are yummy. And 5 sets of legs, that's so many!
That's all true. But what really makes them amazing is their miraculous ability to regenerate. They can detach their own legs when a predator attacks, which lets them get away.
It's called autotomy.
And then, not long after they detach their leg, a new one grows from the stump.
Really? So you're saying we need to catch lots of crabs, then scare them so they detach their own legs?
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can harvest as much as we like. No one's thought of this before. We're geniuses.
Huh. I never knew that. I thought only lizards could regrow a lost body part, and only their tails.
Lizards. Do you think Dial's tail can grow back?
If it does, we could make a killing by selling dial tails.
Would they be tasty?
No idea.
Ugh, no way.
Have you heard? Marcus and his pirates were taken out by the Royal Navy.
So, they even got Marcus's crew now.
Of the 4 pirate kings who terrorized Midgand, only Ifrid and his crew remain.
Aren't the seas still swarming with pirates?
Only small fry that rob small civilian ships on the sly. But the only pirates left that can pick a fight with the Royal Navy and win are Ifrid and his crew.
In other words, the only ship left that's truly free is the Von Eltia.
For a merchant, You really seem to like these pirates.
He may be crooked, but money's not all he's after. If profit was his only desire, he could have made more by selling us out.
But that'd be too boring, don't you think? The fun's in making a killing by breaking the rules.
You're a funny guy.
And that's why Ifrit goes through him whenever we need to dock here.
Well, I can't say I've ever met a human like him.
You know, the run cycle and everything on her is much better than in Tales of, what was it, Zestria? This little kid and the cat. I can't go over there. Shame.
The wind's kicking and the tide's flowing, and we're stuck here.
Then why not just set sail?
Not going to happen. The Abbey hasn't given us permission yet.
And we would need their permission, why?
The kingdom keeps a strict watch on harbors and sea routes. It's like they've erected walls and gates in the sea.
Aha! Midgand is spread across a number of islands. The sea is the only way to get from one place to another. If they can control the ships, they can control the flow of people, goods, and even information.
Exactly. They even created that fortress, Vortigern, to help them do just that.
It's restrictive, but it's also necessary. Demons are out at sea too, and exorcists are the only ones who can stand against them.
Even still, it rubs me the wrong way. A sea dog obeys nothing but the winds and the waves.
Oh, hey, here's the thing. Wow. Well, that for sure looked like there was going to be something there, but I guess it doesn't have to. That's fine. Let's see. Her legs are so tiny. Is it just this outfit? You know, I think it is the outfit. She looks a little bit wider in the legs. Oh, don't want to miss those breadcrumbs. Some nice floor breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs by the sea, the best kind. A little salty, a little wet, maybe stepped on.
I've heard there's a prison island somewhere where they keep the worst of the worst, but it's a hard tale to swallow.
It's true.
And the rumors that hundreds of demons are imprisoned there?
Fact.
People say that no one has ever escaped from there alive.
That one's a lie. After all, we're here.
Wait, you don't mean...
Keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, you'll fare worse than anyone on that island.
Yes, sir. I didn't hear a thing.
10 Tails coins? So that one gives armor too? It's a huge ass crate. Who gets crates like that?
Sir, scouts have reported seeing a powerful demon. Its danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Understood. I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right!
With wild demons this close to the capital, the Abbey must have had its hands full.
Eisen, what did he mean by a Code Red demon?
It's like a most wanted list for demons. From the latest I've heard, there's around 10 such demons across the territories.
Oh, they sound pretty tough.
That would be putting it lightly. Suffice it to say, you wouldn't want to face one unprepared.
Then we'd best be prepared.
Let's get going. While we're wasting time here, the Abbey is digging in.
You said you heard about Ifrit on the prison island, right?
I heard an exorcist legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilou?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrit is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist, and he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
Why did you come back to us?
I could tell you all missed me something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a three-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist!
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
And you don't have anyone else?
Well, no.
Do you have a home to return to?
Nope.
Do you know a trade other than magic?
Nope.
What is it, Laphicet?
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is runny.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling is pity.
Pity?
It's when you feel sorrow for someone else.
I pity Magilu.
Oh, come on!
Well, there was no point in upgrading that at all.
Very well. Onward to Logris.
Wait, you're coming too?
On to battle! Too slow! See this? Go! No escape! No escape! No pummel! Deception! Let's go! Wing line! Deception! No escape! No escape! No escape! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! That's all, huh?
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Huh. What'll it take to make you go all out?
really want you guys to randomly use that.
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
Don't get overconfident.
Hold up! No escape! No escape! Hurricane! Hurricane! How's that? It's the power! Hold wide open! Hurricane! See this?
The power!
It's the
Finish!
Eat it! No escape!
If you want to live, get out of my way.
On to battle.
Hold up! Eat it! Hurricane! Hold up! You're wide open! Let's go! Let's go! Hold up! See this? Eat it! Eat it! You're wide open! You're wide open!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
Move it or die!
Hold up!
No escape! You're wide open! Idiot! Hold up! Deception!
Out of my way!
Eat it!
Victory is ours.
No escape!
Hurricane! Killing flash! But I'm this close. I won't miss! Form 0! Thunder! One down. Form 2! Hurricane! Eat it! I'll stop you! Hurricane!
Come on, really?
Don't get overconfident.
I'll stop you! Let's go! Hurricane! Hold stop! No escape! Stop! Eat it! Let's go!
Not even worth my time.
Eat it! Hurricane! Eat it! See this?
Next!
You're wide open! Bird! Who wants some next? Hey! For one! Hey! No escape!
Your style is really unique.
Just wait until I pull out the good stuff.
Here I come!
For three! See this? See this? You're wide open! How's this? No escape!
Hurricane! Hurricane!
I'll stop you! Hurricane! No escape! You're wide open! See this?
Come on, really?
So it does look like we want to go the other way first. That's fine. $95.
Wow. Those walls. They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire, and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it.
Here I come!
Hurricane! From three! Deception! Eat it! No escape! Let's go! No escape! Let's go! Eat it! Deception! See this? See this? Hurricane! Deception! Hold stuff! Blast step! See this?
Come on, really?
4 daggers. I don't think I had those before.
You're fighting the Reaper. Let's go! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Dark and light!
Hold up! See this? See this? You're wide open! I'm down! Deception! Deception! Hurricane!
Shoot!
Is that all you got?
Stop! See this?
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid it.
Beast Fang.
Move it or die.
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you.
Always ready to fight.
See this? Step!
I can't even call that a fight.
You better be ready.
See this? Deception! Let's go! Tremble! Deception! No escape! Let's go! See this? Hold out!
One down.
For three! See this? Eat it! Hold wide open! Tremble! Blast step! Blast step!
Come on, really?
You're wide open! That's up to this! See this? See this? Let's go! You're wide open! Come on!
Victory is ours.
I'll end this quickly.
No escape! Let's go! For three! Hurricane! Let's go! No escape! Hurricane! See this? Hurricane! I'll stop you! No
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons. Huh. What'll it take to make you go all out?
Looks like you want to die. Let's go! Tremble! Hurricane! See this? Let's go! Tremble! Too slow! Hurricane! See this? Eat it! Pummel! Tremble!
We're finished here. Let's go.
I'll stop you! For two! Pummel! Twin lance! Twin lance! Flash attack! For three! Hurricane! You're wide open! For one!
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
2! Let's go! How's that? No escape! Too slow! Deception! Hurricane! Hold up! Hold up! Let's go! Who wants some next? You're wide open! You're wide open! Come on!
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
Take a look at this.
Could you guys win more?
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Rangetsu basic training.
Scout ship setting sail.
A pendant? Nothing of any worth to me. A pendant? Nothing of any worth to me. You sure you want me for this?
Don't get overconfident.
Hold up! Pummel! Windlass! Windlass!
See this?
Let's go! Let's go!
Hold up!
Let's go!
Too slow!
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you. I'll end this quickly.
Eat it! Let's go! 1, 2! Let's go!
See this? Don't see this? See this? See this?
Eat it! How's this?
You won't get any pity or compassion from me. An inspection.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Your face is all stiff.
I know.
You, in the black coat. Show me your documentation. Well? Your travel permit from the Abbey? Where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
Magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice. Girl, allay the good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to...
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove!
Cool.
Remember, Magilou's Menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
A piece paid for with Laffy's.
Velvet?
Comcast can go fuck themselves. Jesus Christ, like they're constantly increasing the price. It's ridiculous. They're like, looks like after all our hard work of not offering any additional fucking anything, we're gonna have to raise prices $3. Jesus Christ, someone needs to burn Xfinity to the fucking ground.
Right now, Prince Percival is the one ruling Midgand. He's the Crown Prince.
The Crown Prince? What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorias and the Abbey. As long as we have Lord Artorias and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorias' side.
The Abbey's job is getting harder and harder. We've all got to give them our full support.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? For a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorias. He's effectively retired.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The prince also gave Lord Artorias authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorias commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Wow, okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
Oh, why can't I get in this?
Mommy, when's the prince gonna talk? The exorcists are coming too, right?
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying it's going to be a very important announcement about the Abbey.
I want to see the exorcists! We need to thank them for saving us from the demons!
You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah, I'll follow the rules too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the exorcists.
How the fuck am I supposed to get that? The amount that you need, it jumped up exponentially.
Listen to those cheers. The royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
The ceremony started.
It will be impossible to slip in now.
After the opening 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now
And
would be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Coldbrand! None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act. To bring us salvation from demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Innominat, one of the 5 Empyreans, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him! You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius' devoted work, to the Savior who purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our shepherd!
Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius!
Artorius!
Shepherd Artorius! Shepherd Artorius! Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason, and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready, before all of us today. I offer my body and my life, in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings
of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
The Shepherd Artorias. That's who you're after?
Oh, and here I was, hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways. I've got a bit of hunting to do.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
Farewell! May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented!
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's gather information on these people. If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville, serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
Take a look at this. Scout ship setting sail.
My stomach made a weird noise.
That's another sign that you're alive.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. All right.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Shepherd, savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord Artorias. I believe in him. As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance. No matter what.
It's a history book titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks for teaching me, Arthur. Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
Wow, they're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kinda moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast like earth, and free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Velvet, are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorias knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and to shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he is our shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgand would be a smoking ruin.
always ready to fight. Hey, hold up! Let's go!
You're wide open! No escape! You're wide open!
Deception! Form 2! Deception!
You're wide open! No escape!
Hurricane! I'll stop you! I'll stop you!
Hurricane! You're wide open! See this? See this? Step! Hurricane! See this?
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form 0! Thunder!
Hold up! No escape!
I'll stop you! Form 2! Hurricane!
See this? See this?
I'll stop you! Deception!
I'll set!
Form 2!
I refuse to fall here!
You're fighting the Reaper!
I'll stop you!
See this? Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
That's all, huh? See this? I'll stop you! Hurricane!
Let's go! You're wide open!
One down! See this? I'll stop you!
You're wide open! You're wide open! No escape!
I'll stop you! Hurricane! You're finished!
You're wide open!
Hurricane! Deception!
You're wide open!
Deception!
Who wants some next?
Hurricane! I'll stop you!
You're wide open!
Hurricane! I'll stop you! 1, 2! Deception! 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 Hurricane!
Step!
For 3! I'll stop you! Hurricane! Hurricane! Deception! I'll stop you! Deception! Nope!
No, I can't die here.
You're wide open! Pummel!
Deception!
How much did what was happening to my hit points?
Disgraceful.
Hey! Oh, damn it! What? See this? See this? Deception! Deception!
No, I can't die here.
This is a ridiculous amount of damage that he's doing to me. Well, I think I'm gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna go make pizza instead.